Welcome, welcome. This is your boy, Mike, the seer, the philosopher, all of that. I'm accompanied by the esteemed panel, Black Male and Kamal Aristo Ski. Okay, and like I said, y'all, we cover a lot of existential questions and some conspiracy theory stuff, and we rank some real life stuff. So we cover all bases just in case you want to know what our angle is. If you got something you want us to rank, go ahead, put it in the comments section. If you got an existential question you want us to tackle, put it in the comments section. We'll be happy to tackle it. Today's question is flat earth and the firmament. Don't laugh. Okay, this is serious. Our panel is actually split on this subject, and we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty of it because this is a pretty popular existential question right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with Kamal Aristo Ski and give us his version on where he stands on this subject. So what do you think about this, Ski? Is the earth round or is it flat?
Well, you know how based on my rankings, according to the truth.
Real talk. Yeah.
You know, what they have been doing for years, but to be more specific, 1962 was the Operation Fishbowl. This is no secret to. This is when they're doing their nuclear testing, and you can go online, you look at it, and you see the explosion. Where was that big explosion at? Yeah, it was on the firmament. Something. And they ran 11 tests. It was. It's all information. Just like you go to the Congress and get certain information from their library, you find out these things. It was 1.4 megatons of TNT. They tried to break through. Now we can go through a number of they shows that also talks about this. The main show being the one that's been running for the last 30 years. Since I was a baby in diapers, and I seen Bart Simpson, and they talk about it the most. A lot of their predictive programming, is, they just put it right out there before it even happened. Like they Nostradamus or something. But anyhow, yeah, you got the Truman Show and all kind of different shows that would just let you know what was going on. But they they've been doing this for so long now, and like I said, I based all my rankings according to the truth, and when you go online or whatever, you don't get encyclopedias no more. I guess that's part of the computer too. So information been out here.
So to make it real clear, man, you believe that the firmament is a real thing and the earth true indeed is flat.
Hey, what I'm telling you,
I'm just for all those who's viewing, I just want to make sure they understand where you're coming from.
Let's read. Truth or tell.
Well, I mean, just tell us, man. Just tell us.
It ain't no Pluto. Sorry, there's no Mars. There's no Jupiter. There's no Saturn. There's no Mercury, Uranus.
So those planets don't exist. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, they don't. Sorry.
So when you look up, you're looking at a light bulb.
Yeah.
In the firmament.
Looking at the light bulb in the firmament. Operation Fishbowl. You know what it is.
Do you know that those light bulbs move and rotate in the constant, and like depending on where we are?
Yeah, they was doing that in the planetarium when I was on a field trip.
Now the planetarium, that is in the firmament. I gotta give you that one. I gotta give you that one. However, um, Mars, I believe to be a real planet. You think it's fake? Let me ask you this, man. There are pictures of Mars. You know that, right?
I mean, they got pictures of Earth. NASA,
Okay.
you know what that means. Just like we know what meta means, you know.
Well, let me ask you this: how far up is the ceiling of the firmament, or how far up is it? Like, where do like is the moon real?
I'm just a Negro, man. I ain't finna go and do all of the sun is 93 million miles from here,
Well, that's actually
I
right.
don't come up with numbers like, them people, like the maps ain't even, they give you anything. They give you a ball, you bounce it, you be happy, but no, that ain't what it is.
Okay, but let me ask you this: is the moon real? I know the planets you say ain't real. Is the moon real?
It's real, yeah. Ain't nobody walking on the moon. Let's walk on the moon today. Float
So
around. No,
no
ain't none of
man ever
that.
stepped foot on the moon at all.
That's funny.
So how far up? Like, okay, so I guess the ceiling is past the moon, then, right? So what you're saying is this is the Earth, this is the moon, and the firmament is right here, right? And the moon rotates around the Earth, right? And the firmament wall is right here, where my thumb is, right?
I don't know what that was,
I'm trying to give you an illustration of
wow.
where I think things are. It's according to where you say.
Or, they got a lot of illustrations all on the, under Operation Fishbowl, and what the Most High's creation is.
Well, I'm not too familiar with the fishbowl joint, but let's try to.
I mean, just like the other projects that they're doing, as far as Project Bluebeam, if we're gonna go into that, we're talking about they fake ships and spaceships and whatnot, Men in Black type thing. But no,
So let me ask you this, right? Do you believe in you believe the dinosaurs existed?
When? Millions and billions of years ago. Let me read my preschool book again. ABCs after ABCs. Didn't the dinosaurs just roaring through the earth billions of years ago? That's a fairy tale. Come on.
So dinosaurs never existed, is what you're saying. Do you know what alligators is? You know that's a dinosaur, right? You know, like a lot of the reptiles that's around are dinosaurs. You know really the jellyfish.
Oh, according to National Geographics and shit. Come on, man.
They have fossil records, man, of dinosaurs. You know that? They have fossil records that shows the proof. They have the remnants, the bones. They have the some might say it's crude oil that came from dinosaurs. I think it was more plant based, that old plants that made oil, but the dinosaurs did exist. As a matter of fact, we still have some alive today. Like I mentioned, the crocodiles and the alligators. Birds are related to dinosaurs.
So this is what I know from the beginning. We're talking about the creatures of the earth, the animals anyway, You know, like when we go back to what was original again, you know, he was alone. He was by himself. He had to talk to the lion and to the bear. You know.
Who was he? Adam?
Okay. Yeah. So I don't know about the other animals that was, you know, that existed, you know, that was talking to Adam, you know, but no, not at that time. It wasn't, you know. I don't know of any of them, you know.
Well, the reason I brought up the dinosaurs is because and there is solid proof of this, right? Solid proof. I mean, it could be chalked out. There's a crater in the earth, somewhere in Mexico, I believe, or in South America, that caused the extinction of the dinosaurs.
Well, later they, huh?
Right, there's a crater. You can see it. I mean, this ain't no made up stuff, right? The scar is still here. How did it get through the firmament? It had to have come from outer space, right?
Jack had some magical beans. I mean, what was this ball that it just happened to land in Mexico and it killed all the dinosaurs? Is that what you're telling me?
That's what I'm telling you. It can't, it can't be disputed. It's, it's a crater. I mean, it's plain and simple. So the question is, where did this crater come from? And is it possible for not just that crater, but for any crater to hit the earth and possibly even end life, as all life as we know it? And if so, how does it just glide through the firmament? The ceiling of, because, correct me if I'm wrong, right? But you view the earth as a snowball, like one of them you know them little snow things you shake. What do you call that? What's that, Black? Like the snowballs or whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It has a flat surface.
Got water.
It has water and it has sprinkles in it, and it has the little firmament top on the top, right? Or the clear glass top, what you consider the firmament, and we're living in a big snowball decoration, right? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Ski.
That's what you said.
Well, I'm asking you to correct me if I'm wrong. Like,
go ahead. I correct you if you're wrong or not. You know.
Okay, so if that's what we're living in, how can a asteroid, right? A meteor, an asteroid, whatever.
It was an asteroid. Where did it come from? Who made it? Who created it?
How did it get through the glass ceiling?
I don't know. That's it came through the glass ceiling. That's what they said.
I'm asking you.
It came from outer space.
I'm asking you, bro.
What did the dude just went? Captain Kirk. Where did he just go? He went to outer space to a captain's log.
Dude, you skating the question, man.
Boy.
How did it get through the ceiling?
Come on, man. That's fake, man. Like my man was saying, it's all fake news. Ain't
nothing fake about that crater, bro. Ain't nothing fake about the crater.
Where's Rocket going? TZ, this is funny. Like, we finna go to outer space, Joe. No, you not. Where you going? Shit.
So, okay.
Yeah, they Come on now.
So you I mean you really didn't answer the question, man. You saying it's fake, but ain't nothing fake about the crater.
What crater?
The crater in South America that
Crater.
made the dinosaurs extinct.
Who told you this? You seen it on? You seen?
I do the knowledge.
Some film work. You read something.
I do the knowledge, man. Yeah,
Okay.
I study. Yeah.
It's quantum physics to me.
So when one of these lights burn out, like who changes the light bulb? I mean, if Mars is a light bulb instead of a planet, like what? Like, I mean, it's strong wattage, man. It has to be strong wattage, right? Who changes out these light bulbs in this firmament?
You talking about the Heavenly Father? I mean, what are you trying to say? Ain't no man.
I'm trying to say what is it illuminating in the sky? Is it a light bulb? Is it a light bulb illuminating in the sky that we see at night that we think is Mars?
You know what I'm saying? He down here.
Ski, just answer the question, man. What is it that we see in the sky?
Why you buying up all this land for? Why you ain't out of space somewhere?
I'm not talking about land, man. I'm talking about the sky. Listen,
what do fly to outer space and go to eat planets, things like that. You know, you right here in Africa. You know, tampering with things that ain't yours. You know, killing trees.
We're not talking about Africa, man. I'm talking about
what crater you talking about? We ain't talking about
I'm talking about the light. I'm talking about the light that's in the sky that people say is Mars. What is it? What if it's not Mars? If it's not a planet, what is it?
Of Mars. I ain't never seen that.
You can go outside and I can point it out to you. Well, pretty much if you put your phone up.
I seen a picture of the planet Earth. What they gave me, you know, they gave me a lot of things in school. You know, I didn't believe none of that.
So the picture of the planet Earth.
I still got my magic.
Well, I tell you what does the Earth really look like if that's not what Earth looks like? What do you have any pictures of the real Earth?
Well, I don't have pictures of it. Like I said, it's images all on the internet. You know, you go on there and look. You know, they know what's going on. You know.
Well, let me ask you this, Ski. You've been in the airplane before, right?
Of them that that don't like Negroes. At the end of the day.
You been in the airplane before? You been in the airplane before, Ski?
Yeah, I've been in the plane.
When you were in the airplane, you were high up in the sky, right? You were like 30,000 feet, right?
Unfortunately.
I mean, that's science, man. It's a beautiful thing.
Science.
Did you see China?
No, I didn't see China.
Why not?
I wasn't looking for it. I was asleep. Like I just said, I was 30,000 feet in the air.
Right. But if the Earth is flat, shouldn't you see China? Shouldn't you be able to point out China?
Yeah, that's a good example. There go China right there, because they're so close to us. Come on.
What?
Come on.
I mean, you should be able to point out China if it's flat, right?
No, not because you're in an airplane. No. I don't think Elon Teflon seen it in his rocket when he went and he flew in his rocket to outer space. I don't think he's seen China.
I can tell you why he didn't see
didn't.
China.
Because he had to go to the other side of
China,
the ball.
yeah, exactly. It's on the other side of the Earth. That's
under
why.
the ball.
That's exactly why. Yeah. That's why you can't see China. because it's on the
ball.
other side of the
Okay.
earth.
So China on the other side of the earth, this ball in the sky just spinning like they said it was spinning, with these other planets surrounding it, right?
Yeah. Now let me ask you this. There's a such thing. We just had daylight savings time, right? Black is tripping with these icons he got. But here's the thing. There's a such thing as what they call time zones, right? You familiar with time zones, right?
Yeah, you know what time zone.
Okay, so if you're familiar with time zones, when it's night here, it's light in China, right? I mean, you can call somebody in China right now and say, is it daytime or is it nighttime? And if it's nighttime where you at, they're going to say it's daytime here. It's 12 at night here. It's 12 in the afternoon here. The sun is at its highest peak, right? Okay, we're gonna go to Black. Black, let me ask you something, man. UFOs, do they exist?
Yes.
They do exist. Okay. What have you ever seen one yourself?
Yes.
You have. Where did you see one at?
Seen one 4 months ago, right outside my house. The whole family saw it.
Okay.
It was about 30 of them in a row,
What?
floating through the sky. Yeah, it took about 2-3 minutes for them to pass. It was like 30 lights, bright lights, in single file line. It was about altogether, I could have probably counted like 40, 50 of them. It was just floating.
Now let me ask you this. Do you, and you ain't gotta tell me where you at, but do you stay somewhere near a naval base?
Naval base is about an hour away
or like an airport, or military base is really what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's about an hour away, something like that, a military base.
So do you think that it could be related to the military base?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a military activity. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It wasn't military. It was even hit the news. People was reporting it left and right. Military did, they said that ain't them. That's not their.
The military said it ain't them.
Yeah, that wasn't them. They didn't say what it was, but they didn't say it was them.
I mean, it could be a top secret mission, though, right?
Anything's possible, I guess. But for the sake of the question, it was unidentified to me and my whole family.
What
identified?
What kind of lights was it? Was it just regular white lights or what?
It was it was real. It was bright lights. It was pretty high. It was real high up there. It was like, it was crazy high.
Were they small aircraft or were they pretty big aircraft?
I didn't see the shape of the aircraft. I didn't see an aircraft. I didn't hear a noise. They didn't make no noise. So normally, like when you up there 20, 30,000 feet, you can see an airplane, and then eventually you're gonna hear a noise from that airplane. Well, they was up at the same height, and it was about 50 of them, and I didn't hear nothing. We sat out there in dead silence, couldn't see what we were seeing.
Sometimes you can look at commercial airplanes and not hear them if they're up high enough.
That's a possibility. But I
But
think
I
if
wouldn't
it's
think you would see 30 of them though. You know.
right, you're gonna hear something from that. You know what I mean? It was like it took them. I'm telling you, it took about a minute or two for them to all finish passing the sky from left to right. It was that many of them.
Mm.
I mean, it was just we had time to run up. Uh, my son had time to look up, see what he saw. Didn't know what it was. Run upstairs, came and got me, and I ran downstairs, and we all, the whole entire family, all six of us, just sitting up there trying to figure out what we was looking at. And evidently, half the people around the city was doing the same thing, reporting it. Like, what is that?
For real.
Nobody had a conclusive answer that was satisfactory. So, till this day, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was like extraterrestrial or if it was, terrestrial. I don't know, but it was definitely still to this day unidentified. I tell you that.
Yeah. Now, what necessarily makes it unidentified? Just the fact that it was just a lot of them, or was it just? I mean, because like I said, you can have aircraft not make much noise.
Yeah, but the thing is, when something is in our atmosphere, or hemisphere or whatever, and it's within our realm, and typically if we look up, we know what's going to be up there. It's going to be an aircraft that we're familiar with. Typically, it's going to be an airplane, a helicopter, a blimp. It's going to be a something to that effect. But if it don't check none of those boxes, then I gotta try to figure out what that is at that point. It becomes unidentified. That's just what it is. Now, I'm one that typically believes, though, just for full disclosure, I believe there's extraterrestrial aircraft within our atmosphere from time to time that's not man-made. I don't think all of them are man-made. I think a lot of the stuff, UFOs that people see that's unidentified, they come from a technology that was extraterrestrial, and then they made it, they reverse engineered it, and it's still unfamiliar to us, but it's man-made. But the technology came from another hemisphere. So that's just my beliefs. Whether right or wrong, that's what I believe. But there are legitimate extraterrestrial planes, and they had stuff even in the Egyptian pyramids and the hieroglyphs. They had terrestrial vehicles, helicopters, and you can Google them. You can look them images up in Egyptian hieroglyphs. Vehicles that fly with propellers that strongly resemble helicopters to this day. They had light bulbs etched in stone in the hieroglyphs. And a lot of people think the pyramids was built by extraterrestrials as well, even though we know that the Israelites were the Hebrews were the ones that physically built the pyramids at the tutelage of Moses.
The Hebrews physically built the pyramids.
The Hebrews were the ones that physically built the pyramids, and Moses overseen it.
Right.
So, all right. Like what he was saying, because them spaceships, like unidentified, because we know the technology that these people got. They got spaceships, the kind that'll rapture you up into that spaceship. Like, oh, he's been abducted. No, they got this type of technology where they got airplanes where they're invisible. You can't even see this plane up there.
I'll tell you one thing those planes can't do is they can't fly through that firmament ceiling. I'll tell you that.
Exactly. So yeah, they cannot do that. There's nothing out there that's going past the firmament. Yeah, this is something they wanted you to see. Just like I was telling you again about the Operation Fishbowl, they have the Project Bluebeam. The Project Bluebeam, that's another project by NASA and the United Nations. And they got the most powerful technologies to spread this, whatever they want to do. It's about a new world order. You know what I'm saying? That's how they're going to establish, taking total control of humans and establish this new world order thing. But, that's just, I guess, a plan and a project and plan, because they right now we got the pandemic going on. And then, after that, something different,
Yeah. Now let me tell y'all something. Okay, so Ski believes the Earth is flat. Black, you believe in UFOs. Let me tell y'all my kind of conspiracy thing. I don't know what Black is doing. Let me tell y'all my conspiracy, which I kind of believe right now. I do believe that we are living in a matrix, man. We're living in a simulation. I guess my kind of proof to that is that it seems as though history can be altered or can be, things that should make sense don't really make sense. It's as if somebody is programming life, because I swear I live in a bizarro world sometimes. Like the most oddest things that are shouldn't be possible end up being possible. I could name some presidents who became president after another president, and it just seems bizarre, man. The Capitol getting, stormed up on, just a lot of things that seems backwards. It seems as though somebody is playing with humanity in order to create drama, chaos, and instability. And I think the only way they could really do that is if we're living in some kind of simulation, like The Sims or something, So, I mean, what do y'all think about that?
Wow. Okay, so like I said before, it was 11 tests ran, Google it, YouTube it, whatever, it's pictures, images, all that, they're available. 1962, they did this, 11 tests they ran, nuclear, powerful explosives, just blew up right there. They tried to blow up the firmament. Dig that. But the simulation, I don't, what you mean by that?
I just think that we feel like we're real. I mean, we think that we're real, but we're just in a simulation of maybe a more powerful computer program.
So yeah, now I see. Once you get zapped, and that's what they got movies about that. They got some movies about that. But
so you saying you don't believe we're in a matrix?
No.
So we're real, but the Earth is flat.
And
that's what you think?
Round, I mean, it's round to you, and you feel that way, like you being controlled. They can just unplug you.
Well, not necessarily unplug. Well, I guess you could say unplug me. I mean, have you thought about it? Why do we need sleep? Why do we really need sleep? Anybody?
Yeah, I'm a human. I mean, computers.
I know, but if you're a human, but that's not really a good reason as to why you need sleep, though. So why do we really need sleep?
All praise to the Most High. Bears sleep. He hibernate. Yeah, I'm a human. We animals. We mammals, we sleep, you know. We ain't robots. That's another thing, you know.
But you know what else I can do? I could put my computer to sleep.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
It's still going. It's still powered up. It's still got all the information.
It's still powered up. It's still functional and work. And I can wake my computer up too.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean by a matrix. Like
with a plug, plug it in one time.
I'm not talking about the movie. I'm just saying, you know, look, we all got little conspiracy theories here that we kind of, you know, believe in. Mine is, I do think we're in some kind of matrix or assimilation. Yours is flat Earth and Black's is UFOs. I'll be interested to hear from the audience what y'all think. Which one of our conspiracy theories y'all believe in, or are we all just freaking nuts? Put that in the comments section because we're running out of time. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to get the BMR t-shirts too. The link is in the description. And share this video with some of your friends who may share some one of our conspiracies or whatever. And you know, let's get the talk going. You know, anything else y'all want to say real quick?
Well, I ain't said half of what I want to say.
Well, go ahead, Black.
About the UFOs and all that.
Go ahead, run it.
You know, I personally don't believe flat Earth is real.
You do?
No, I think it's round.
Okay.
I think the firmament is the clouds. I believe it's clouds and above. Then it goes into the heavens above that. I do believe we're in a matrix. I believe it's a legal matrix. I believe we was taught the wrong definitions of words, and the words that lawyers use are the real words. And that's why when you say one word in law, it's a different meaning to that word in Black's Law Dictionary. That's why they trip us up and sabotage us in court, because we're all creditors. We're supposed to be secured party creditors. Look that definition up, and they've made us the debtors. Some people believe we are debtors, and we function like that. And when you understand the roles of the two, you'll understand what the matrix really is, because it's a system that was set up to put everybody in debt. Gold was taken out in the 30s, and because of it, the United States went bankrupt.
All right.
So we're supposed to write everything off.
All right.
We don't know how.
Before I'm a conspiracy theorist, though, you know, let's just say one thing again, because you know everything is based off the truth, and what the truth said. It talks about the firmament, and it tells you what's above the firmament and what's underneath. So you know, it ain't no my conspiracy. This ain't something I said. I made up. You know?
All right. But we got to run this BMR since we covered it. Now it's official. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. If y'all want us to do a part 2, let us know about that too if you got something to say about it. Peace.